But hola guys, hey, I am in a really beautiful place, you can see. And if you can figure out when I say hola where I am in Mexico. And I'm here with my really nice friend Minnie. Come on, Minnie. Hey.
Hello. Hola.
Okay, so what's this place called, Minnie?
Riviera Maya.
Riviera Maya.
Puerto Aventura.
What does that mean?
Port. Adventure.
Adventure. So that sounds great. And if you can see, look at this beautiful place. And our good friend, what's his name?
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. And you know, we are here with all these beautiful friends.
Chinmayo.
And Chinmayo. But the really important point is that I'm here on invitation of Minnie and my really nice friend Swami RAJNEESH. Right? We met a few years ago, right?
Yes.
In Pune. And now I'm here in Mexico, in this really gorgeous Caribbean area. And what we are going to do today is we are going to meet and talk to our beloved friend Swami RAJNEESH and really start from where I left many years ago. A lot has happened since, and he's traveled all over the world. And you've been traveling with him,
yes.
Right? So now we are building a really beautiful, gorgeous Osho commune, right? And Minnie and all these friends, they are here living. Thank you guys, you're beautiful,
Yes.
awesome. And in a short while from now, I'm going to take you all and we'll meet Swami RAJNEESH,
Yes.
right? Shall we take a little walk here maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, this is really gorgeous. So you're enjoying this place? Minnie?
Yeah, so much.
All right. So health-wise, I'll talk to Swami RAJNEESH, but
Yeah.
I hope he's keeping healthy and everything.
Yeah. Become more healthier actually.
All right, I think I feel like taking a jump in the water.
Woo!
So you need to turn off before I take off my shirt. You can turn off the camera. All right, guys. See you. Okay. All right.
Welcome to Mexico.
Thank you. Friends, I'm here with my very beloved friend Swami RAJNEESH. He needs no introduction, but I came, RAJNEESH, to really ask you. I heard about your heart attack, and I know it created a lot of sadness and a lot of questions in people who love you, who love Osho. And I really wanted to ask you, how's your health now? And also, was it a spiritual experience, or was the cause just a regular physical body health issue?
No sadness. We celebrate everything. Positive or negative, no matter what, we celebrate. And mine was not a heart attack. The symptoms of a heart attack, and mine was a huge inner explosion. I've been speaking about it many times. I've been waiting for another explosion to happen. It can happen anytime. What triggers it, how it happens, how the physical body relates to this explosion of the Kundalini, one doesn't know. It could create a symptom of a heart attack. That's what happened. The doctor said, you have a heart attack. To me, it was an inner explosion, massive explosion. Heart cannot take it. It simply collapsed. For me, it was a celebration. The moment this heart attack happened, I was calm, in ecstasy. I went in the room, I was totally tranquil. Everything had settled, had become calm, and I knew the explosion had happened. I remained in the house for 2 hours, like nothing happened. Physical symptoms are different from spiritual experiences. In fact, Osho said that 60% of the people die of heart attack, brain hemorrhage. They simply die. The body cannot withstand such a big explosion. Either 30% go insane, their brain simply short circuit. So these are all consequences of Kundalini. And for a meditator, even if he dies, it doesn't matter. We are celebrating everything. If I would have died, no sadness. Celebration. I don't feel sad about anything. I was put in the ambulance. They forcibly called the doctor. The doctor came. He says, my God, you're not meant to be here. You have had a massive heart attack. So I was laughing. I said, well, that's what you feel. So what? You have to go to the hospital immediately. So they took me in the ambulance. I was smiling. To me, it was okay. If that's what you need to do, do it. I was in the hospital, calm, centered, relaxed, totally peaceful. There was no anxiety, no tension, nothing. I'm ready to die any minute. I'm already dead person. How many times I have died? 4 times. This is my 5th death. I've been saying that one more samadhi is going to happen. It was building, it was building, it was building. I knew some explosion going to happen. What impact and effect it had on my body, I don't know. And I've survived and I'm celebrating and I'm far more healthier. You can see I'm stronger than before. It has opened the last barrier that I needed to open. It's simply opened those few points that were waiting to be opened. So now I'm much more vital. Heart has become weaker, but I'm not the heart, I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm the being. My being has become enlarged, vast, far more available to me. And the body is just below. A little bit weaker, who cares? Who's using 100% of the heart or 100% of the brain? People are not even using a fragment. Now I've become available. I'm celebrating. No heart attack. It's a love attack. Explosion. Yes. There's been no issues, no trouble. The only thing I told my friends, the bill came to $60,000. So that was a very expensive form of entertainment. I would have preferred a cheaper entertainment. Heart attack is entertainment for us. Evening entertainment. If it could have been something lighter, the people would not have to pay such a big bill. So for me it was an entertainment. Good joke. Even I told the doctors it's a joke.
What was really amazing for me to notice how thousands of people just started sending money. How did you feel about that? I mean, that's such a big... I have never seen that kind of pouring of feelings from people. To me, it was not so much about money. It was the love pouring from all over. How did you feel about that?
Now, this is where things touched me deep. People wanted to express their connection. Some send me $10, $20, $50, $100, $500, whatever they could. It wasn't the money. Just they wanted to somehow connect to me. That I'm there with you. Don't worry, we're there for you. And if anything you need, we are there. So people don't, my people are not. I have very simple, ordinary, average people like myself. They're not rich. And money is not ours. This one boy, he bought one of my books on the net. He read it for free. And once he sent me $6 donation. So I remembered this boy, $6. Then he heard about the heart attack. Suddenly in 1 week, he sent me $120. He had no money, poor boy. Then he heard the bill is $60,000. 15-20 days passed. I suddenly received $16,000 in my account. So I said, it cannot be him, impossible. He's just a young boy. He does little mobile phone jobs in Australia, just a young kid, working on a mean salary and doing repairs of mobile phones. So I said, Soma, you better check, it's not possible, there's a mistake. He didn't even send a message, so we tracked him down. He said, how you sent $16,000? He wasn't here. He says, that's all I could afford, I'm sorry. He borrowed from 5 credit cards, borrowed money on 3 years, 4 years, and sent me $16,000 with apologies that I wish I could give you $50,000. You know what is amazing about this? The boy has never met me. Not even once. He has never met me even. Just this trust and love and such an innocent person. It's amazing. I have not accepted his donation. I cannot take it. So I said, you going to be my refuge. Just imagine what he has done. Another young girl, 17 years old, she heard about my heart. She took a job in a hospital part-time in Canada. She went to work. She collected all the money sent me. People from all over the world, how they managed $10 to the $16,000 to $500, it has moved my heart. I say more than my heart attack. Heart attack was very small. They have moved my heart. And I promised after this experience, they have taught me a lesson. They have made me really promise to devote myself to them. I have always devoted myself to them. But now I have said I'm going to live till 90. And I promise these people I'll be there. Everybody who has helped me, $10 is equal to 16, but that $16,000 man, his sacrifice. For 5 years he's going to repay a loan and he has no money. And he's still apologizing to me. I sent him a thank you note. He said, please, no, I have to save you. It's touched me a lot. And so I have now rededicated myself. I've become 10 times stronger. Nothing's going to kill me. I am simply not going to die. That's it. By hook or by crook, I'll keep this body moving and moving and moving. And since my heart attack, I've dedicated every minute. You came yesterday, you've seen me. I'm working like a clock. Because now I have something to complete. I have to fulfill my dream for my master. It is very vital and I got to do the job. I'm going to do it. And these people, I thank them beyond thanks. They become my future life sources. The money they send me soul. They send me their connection. They send me their message that I'm with you. This is life. Grassroots. $10, $5, $20. The poor man has to go and make the effort. Everybody reached out. It's just amazing. This heart attack has been a blessing. I'm blessed.
And these are not poor men. I really feel that these are emperors.
These are emperors.
These kids you talked about, the 16-year-old or 17-year-old girl. Wherever you guys are, really thank you. This is really beautiful, and what a gift these people have made.
They are a blessing to me. They say I'm a blessing. I say they are the blessing. They have blessed me. Yeah.